back to our final episode of Lifting the Lid. How sad is that?
That's actually crazy.
I can't believe it. Time's gone very quickly.
Well, when I say final, I mean final of season 1. Potentially there will be a season 2.
Only if the people want it.
Yeah.
You need to let us know if you want it.
Yeah, watch
know.
this space, potentially. But tell you what, guys, like we are switching up in location. Last week it was a solo app with me in a red jumper, semi-festive.
Yeah.
Today,
It's Winter Wonderland.
We're in Lapland right now.
We're actually in Scotland, guys, which is crazy.
Which feels festive for some reason.
100%. And we've got the tree, the fire.
So
There's some
cute.
secret gifts going on here.
Yeah.
Some gingerbread men that we've decorated. It's just so cute.
the fact that we have decorated those gingerbread men.
Man.
Man.
Is-
Well, they're actually not just gingerbread
No.
men. They're trees, there's snowflakes, there's reindeers, and
There's
snowmen.
stars.
And the fact that we've decorated them is maybe one of the most wholesome things about this whole thing.
And I nearly cried when I walked in and saw this setup. Like, producer Sophia has absolutely smashed it, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thanks,
producer
producer Sophia. I feel we need to give context as to where we are, why we're here. Like, Verity, you need to let the people know what you've booked for us, because pretty cool.
So we are away at Little Water Lodges. So Little Water Lodges is a company. They have 3 different venues. One is a farmhouse, which is where we're currently staying. And they have 2 gorgeous cabins as well. Stunning. I've stayed in them before. But we try to do a little bit of a strategy team trip once a year to make sure that when we go into 2025, we're all aligned. We're all kind of like working towards the same vision, the same mission. And that is why we've come here. And the amazing thing about this particular place is my friend Grace, she runs creative workshops here. So she has done this is one of the first creative workshops that we're going to do, but there's another creative workshop coming up.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Yesterday was honestly the most wholesome day ever. Like, Grace made the gingerbread dough and then we rolled out our gingerbread dough. Seran was quite stressed by that experience.
It was really difficult, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not a baker, so that was hard, and I haven't done that since like primary school. I feel
With Play-Doh.
rolling out a biscuit.
Yeah.
It was really cute. And then we decorated them, and then we had pizzas and salads and rosé, and it was just the most gorgeous evening ever. And then we chatted for hours and played a really funny game, but I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, I can't remember what it was called, but I was going to shout out the pizzas, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm obsessed with this brand of pizza called Crosta and Molica, I believe is how it's
And
pronounced.
she does not stop banging on about
Okay, so out of all the oven pizzas in the land, they are the best ones.
are.
They're a sourdough base. So I feel like that already.
Yeah. It's
leveling
giving
up.
Franco Manco Rudy's Pizza Pilgrims
Yeah,
energy.
it's amazing. And they have incredible toppings. I'm personally a margarita girly. But for those
I made
of you,
sure to get lots of margaritas for you.
Yes, I was so full. I ate so many slices of that pizza. But yeah, it was amazing. So guys, if you've not tried a Crosta Molica,
Get
it's
it.
your chance. It's your chance now.
So good. And yesterday was great. We got the train, and the train is 3 hours to where we needed to get to. But I personally love working on a train. Like
Yeah.
I am so up working on a train. I am very productive on trains, and I don't know what it is.
It's the multitasking, I believe. So it's the
Yeah.
fact that you're literally doing 2 things at once.
Yeah.
You're getting where you need to go and you're doing well. Although that train was
amazing.
very hot. We
was
felt
hot.
a little bit queasy.
I felt a bit unwell at the end. But I felt really productive.
Yeah. We got lots done.
We got lots done. It was,
and
it was
then
good.
we got here and we saw the beautiful house.
We did a full working day yesterday, and we've some really exciting things are going on.
I know.
Really exciting.
Really exciting. And then we spent the evening, we also went in the hot tub and had some Prosecco, which was
So
really
good.
cute. And then today, we all can't stop thinking about the fact we're having a Chinese for dinner.
Big fat Chinese.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for a Chinese.
It's going to be ginormous. We're going to get
Everything.
everything.
Everything
Well,
on the
I woke
menu.
up this morning, I came into the kitchen, I said, guys, when I woke up, I felt excited for the Chinese, and I think everyone was on a level with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't stop thinking about the prawn toast, personally.
That's what Nia really wanted as
Yeah.
well, so she's going to be happy about that.
Yeah.
Love prawn
But
toast.
yeah, now we're doing the pod. Going to do a bit more work in the afternoon, and producer Sophia has done the most epic setup. We need to talk about biscuits.
Oh yeah, these are the chocolate covered
Shall
custard
I show
creams.
them to the world, guys? Wait, hold the mic, please. Thank you.
Also, there are some bourbons, I'm afraid.
No, that's not afraid.
Oh, it's like a Russian roulette.
Guys, we've got the chocolatey chocolate rounds, white chocolate edition, and then pick and mix of the custard cream and the bourbons. Do you want one?
It's a Russian
Yeah, I do.
roulette. You have to guess what it's going to be before.
Go.
I think this is going to be, well, I hope it's going to be the custard cream.
Okay, I
So
hope
This is an intuition test for you. Thank God.
I'm so happy
I would
for
have
you.
been heartbroken had you had the ball burn, actually.
Should
for
I
you.
go?
Yeah.
guys,
I think this is going to be a custard cream.
Okay. Oh.
oh
You know
no,
what,
what
though?
does that mean?
That's the circle of life.
It's still
There
delicious.
are ups and there are downs.
Bear with, let me hold.
Yeah.
Put this down.
This
you don't
is
get
crazy.
one.
There you go.
Okay.
I can hold the plate.
Okay. What's calling my name? This guy.
Okay. What do we think?
I think this is a custard cream.
Okay.
Why am I actually scared?
Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm the loser.
That is rubbish for you.
No, but the bourbon's still delish. Like M&S, we love them as well.
It's true.
We're not hating on the bourbons. The custard cream is like a 25 out of 10 and the bourbon's like a 23.
True.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's just a bit too much chocolate.
Please hold my mic. Grazie.
This is absolute chaos. What's going on here?
Okay, thank you.
So yesterday
Yeah.
we were eating. We were eating these chocolate, these biscuits, obviously, on the train.
biccies.
Little bickies on the train, and so and Lucy got slightly distracted.
Oh my God.
So Sophie firstly picked hers up, popped it on the laptop just for a hot sec, and it was melting onto the laptop. Lucy was having a call, like a call that she needed to have. Oh no, you're sending a voice note to one of the to Sonia. She just popped her like chocolate biscuit on the chocolate bicky on the laptop.
Like by the trackpad.
Yeah, by the trackpad. And then she picked it up and pretty much the whole bit
Bottom.
of that outrageously chocolate biscuit
Was on the laptop.
melted.
That is because your laptop is a spaceship. that laptop,
My laptop has problems.
it's so hot and always...
Sorry, we've lost the fire.
Oh,
Oh my God, it's Teddy from 90210! Oh my God, what are you doing here? Your laptop is a spaceship, a rocket, and it has a very aggressive fan.
But in case anyone's concerned, because I was concerned that I'd lost half the chocolate, and I don't know if I don't know if I can admit this on the pod. I
No, it's fine.
got the chocolate up with my finger. I said, will anyone judge me if I do this? I don't want to waste it.
I personally did judge you a bit.
Oh.
I didn't. I actually didn't, so...
You didn't tell me that at the time.
I did.
Oh, I didn't hear
I
you.
said I will judge you a bit just because I think on that laptop,
Many a germ.
yeah,
a lot of germs there.
I'm worried for you, but you seem fine right now.
I'm fine. It'll strengthen my immune system.
I was going to say, I think your bigger red flag is the way that you sleep.
Oh, shut up.
Have
Yeah.
you seen this?
Yeah.
Sophie
Well, I
was,
haven't seen it
Sophie
with
was
my own
quite
eyes.
distressed.
You need to do an impression of how you fall asleep.
Okay, wait.
Oh, wait, or do you want me to do it as you're sipping your tea? This is how Lucy sleeps at night, which I think is so weird.
No, I
That
don't
is
sleep
weird.
like that.
Like she's
No,
going
I
down a
have-
slide.
I have my hands on my belly. Like that. Yeah, lovely.
that makes it better. Sorry. That's not comfortable. I'm sorry.
I'm very
can't.
comfortable. I'm out like a light. 8 hours. Wonderful sleep. I'm
you,
well
you have
rested.
good sleep hygiene.
Sleep hygiene. I've never heard that phrase.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yep.
Wow, science.
Producer Sophia wants us to open our
Yes.
gifts.
And
Let's do it.
I've got my eye on it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
excited.
too cute.
Okay, do we think they're the same or are they different?
Should we go, guys?
I'm not looking at it. Right
Oh, it's
now.
quite hard to open
Wait,
one-handed.
okay, are we just looking at the mic? It's a bit creepy.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I fucking know what it is.
What?
It's hair gel. It's hair gel. I literally felt it and I was like, I know what that is.
Yes! We've actually all got our hair down today.
Guys, I have one of these in my suitcase and I'm ready for this to be opened.
Guys, I've never had an eco gel. I've always wanted one.
I'm going to
No
put this on
need.
before the hot
No
tub.
need.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
producer Sophia.
What?
No, there's nothing else.
Oh, what is that?
Wait, you got to guess.
Wait, it's really small. How do I get it?
Is it
Is it in
is
the
it
tissue?
crystal? Is it like a crystal keychain?
Guys, I'm really I can't.
Is it some kind of keychain? It's a keychain of sorts.
I can't find it.
Oh my god, it's a disco ball. Oh my god,
Guys,
this is
I don't
so
have
cute.
one.
It says TBH lifting the lid.
TBH as pod.
Oh, Sonia, that is so cute.
Oh, and then it says
Stop
Sonia.
it.
No, that's so cute.
Sorry, the fact it says TBH LTL.
LTL. No, that
Because guys, if you haven't listened to every episode, which you should go back and do, we took the piss out of Verity because she made the Instagram TBH LTL, and we said that was a really stupid
And
name.
I'm not gonna lie. At first, like when they first like ripped me in the office for it, I was.
You were
like-
offended.
I was offended. I was like trying to play it off, but I was like, oh, okay, like yeah, sure, like maybe I'll look into changing it. But now I really understand.
Yeah.
Sophia, this is
gorgeous.
so cute.
I can't wait to put this.
I don't
on
have
my
a
keys.
keychain on my keys, so I'm really happy now. I'm gonna have
Oh,
one.
there you go.
I thought you meant you didn't have keys for a sec.
Yeah, that's gorgeously wrapped. Oh, ASMR, ASMR.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thanks, Sophia. We should have done ASMR with our biscuits, our little biccies.
I think bickies or slurping as the drink.
Producer Sophia's like, you did.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
okay.
no.
So
I don't want anyone to
people
hear
are going to
that.
hear us crunching away on our bickies.
Right, guys, I feel we have rambled and spoke about nothing productive in
Okay.
this episode.
We have done a bicky mukbang.
A bicky mukbang!
So given it is the last episode of the season and it's almost Christmas, guys, which is very exciting. Obviously, this is a time when we all like look back, take stock of what has happened. And it's crazy to think that this time last year, was it just the three of us?
Yeah.
It was just the three of us. So our team has doubled?
Almost double.
Almost doubled in size. And we've got the podcast.
We've got an office.
We've got an office. Yeah.
It's crazy, like how much has changed this year. I can't even remember, like this time last year. Where were we working? I don't even remember. Like,
Neither do I actually. Were we in NatWest? Was that the NatWest era?
it was the NatWest era. You're right.
Yeah, because I remember it always being dark.
Yeah, I just think where we've come in a year is wild.
It is crazy.
And to think the things that the talent have done, like if we look back on this year, there's been so many talent hosting events.
Yeah.
We've had book launches, we've had podcast launches, we've had billboards, we've had long-term partnerships. Like we've had things that we've never done with talent before all happen this year, which is amazing.
And you guys have absolutely been smashing it. Like, I think one thing I'm so proud of is the average invoice value for our Sonias has gone up by 2/3 in a year.
Wow.
That is mega. Go team. Wildcats.
Whoa, that was a good
That was
high
an
five.
amazing high five. This time next year, like as a team, as a company, like this time last year, the podcast, I don't even know if it was even a conversation yet. I think it was just a little like niggling idea in the back of Verity Park's brain. And now it's like here a full season later, like what else
With
is gonna-
thousands of listens.
I know.
That's actually insane.
And
know.
comments from Louise Pentland, I'm still not over it.
And-
Still not over it. And can we say?
Wait,
of course
have
we
you-
can.
Did you not speak about this the last
No, we
episode when I wasn't
didn't.
here?
We didn't, guys.
That's crazy.
I don't remember if you remember back to the episode with Oz, but we did our Mount Rushmore for creators. And my first person I put on it, I'm pretty sure she was first, was Zoe Ray. I am obsessed with, and we are all obsessed with. And Zoe actually so kindly took the time to message us to let us know she'd been watching the clips on TikTok and that she was going to listen to the full eps on her run. And honestly, it's just so kind that such an incredible creator took time out their day to let us know that. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool.
It's so inspiring as well.
Yeah.
Like it's actually like so flattering that she said that and like she thinks that the content that's been going out on the TikTok is
worth listening to.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like,
amazing.
it's just crazy. Like, even like so many industry professionals who we all love so much. Do you know what actually means the most when they say that they like it? Is I feel like our Sonias have given us so much support.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
And
It is
like, they're
so
so
kind.
They just like, it just kills me how supportive they are.
I know. Because we actually have so much fun doing this. But
Mm-hmm.
when we think back to like the start, we were really nervous because especially us, neither of us had ever done a podcast. Like
Yeah.
you'd been guests on people's podcasts before.
Yeah.
Like we were really nervous about like what people would think about us, what they think about what we're saying, would they think it's really boring? Like we're just like normal gals working away. Like we're not creators ourselves. Like so
No.
it's just like so kind that people have been so kind, so supportive, and actually so cool that people have found it helpful. Like I'm so glad that we have been able to help people, and like going back to our mission of lifting the lid on the industry, like we have actually been able to do that, which is so cool.
Yeah, and actually like on a personal note, like I'm actually really proud of, I don't know how like you felt before, but I felt so nervous to do this.
I'm
and, like,
so proud
I feel
of you.
like
No, I
Oh, that was really
I'm gonna
cute.
cry.
I love you.
No, but I feel like I've really pushed. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me? I feel like I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone doing this. So yeah, it's been really good.
On a serious level, like for me, like I did YouTube back in the day. Like I would be on the TBH TikToks. Like I'm so down for all that stuff. Like I'll get on board with it. But I know for you, this was such a massive push out your comfort zone, and like the amount that like you have like I think grown in confidence through this is insane. And I hope that one day you'll watch one of the episodes because you're really funny.
I personally never would have doubted either of you, and think like I always thought what you had to say was important, and I think it's amazing, and I actually think like I'm proud of you and you as well, because I think like the way you've handled yourselves and the way you guys talk, I literally am sometimes just like, wow, they're amazing.
Oh, guys, wow.
You
Sorry,
taught us everything we know.
You really did.
Yeah.
That took such a turn. Apologies.
No, don't apologise.
That was really sweet. Like that's amazing. Like I think that is like I genuinely think it's so important. I know it's everyone always says this, like you've got to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and like even me when I first started uploading TikToks, I was just like I found them hilarious to look back on, but like I really was anxious, like I didn't like doing it, but I was like I have to do this because this is going to take me to the next stage, and like this you've obviously had experience with doing it as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's how we grow, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't they say, isn't there a saying like nothing exciting happens in your comfort zone, or like the best things happen outside your something
So true.
along those lines? But this is a prime example. And I think it's important as well that we don't want to be those people that obviously just speak about our highs from the year, because as much as this year has been amazing and incredible things have happened, like there's been some hard moments, and social media is so much of a highlight reel for so many people, and that's incredible if that's the kind of content you want to put out there. But we want to lift the lid and show the realities as well. Like there's been moments of this year that have been really hard. Like one that really springs to my mind that I know I found really hard was when we were kind of office homeless, and we used to joke about it a lot, and we were flick-flacking between different places. And like me as a person, I find that like stressful, the lack of routine, I find it overwhelming. And I know you found that quite hard as well, Verity. And I think now we've obviously got to a great place with the office, but as a growing business, that's something that's really stressful. And I think that's something that for me stands out as like something that was a bit tricky this year.
So one of the things I guess I've probably struggled with is just time, and there are so many things, and as you know, like we have so many ideas, and the mission behind the business is democratizing knowledge in the influencer space and educating. So there's that kind of piece that's really important to us. We've got our exclusive Sonias who are so important to us. We've got non-exclusive Ross who's so important to us. So it's really tricky managing the workflow and making sure and knowing when I need to bring in additional resource and when we need to make the next hire, and making all those decisions it's been a process, I guess. Like you're never going to get that immediately right, and obviously this is my first time doing that role, so I think like you can read as many books as you want, and you can go to as many workshops as you want, but like ultimately it's your first time doing it. And I also find like sometimes going against what the people who've done it before tell you is better.
I agree.
Yeah.
I listened to a podcast, and I think I mentioned it to you, that they were saying that when they were growing their business, they had so many really, really experienced people in the field approach them about working for them, and actually they decided not to go with it in the first few years of growth because they wanted to go against the grain and they wanted to do something different. And that's what makes, I think in all of our opinions, a new business exciting. And obviously there's nothing wrong with copying and pasting from what's been done before, because it's been done really well, but we want to bring something new to the industry.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think it's so easy when I'm talking to all these people who I'm so thankful they give me their time. Like I am like, you know, it's amazing. They have so much experience in business, you know, and like, I do think there's obviously so much insight to be taken from them, but like, I feel like I've already talked about this on the podcast before, but I found that trusting my gut in things has been when I've made the right decisions.
Not to get too sappy, but obviously you're a big inspiration to us, and I feel like we've like really
Oh God, I've had so many tears in this episode. I wasn't expecting this.
No, but I just feel like obviously you've been working so hard, and this is like your first time doing it. So like I feel like we've had to learn to like lean on each other more.
Yeah.
Because you need to spend more time like on the business, not in the business. So
Yeah.
it's like we're all learning to like how to grow together. And
Yeah.
I just think it's really fun. And it's
It's
exciting.
really beautiful.
Yeah,
It's beautiful,
it is.
guys. It's so beautiful. We're a little family.
No, but the way that we work together, I think now compared to what we did last year is so different. Like we
Yeah.
really like are good at going to each other rather than coming to you all
Yeah.
the time. And I think that's been important for both of our growth
Yeah,
as
for
well.
sure.
And like we both very much bring different skill sets to the table, but in a similar way. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
And
it's so
that's the
good.
one thing about a startup. Like it is all hands on deck. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
just
Get involved.
get involved, make shit happen. Like that was the Glee motto.
What is our motto, actually? We don't have
Lifting
one.
the lid.
Lift and no.
Be confident in not knowing things.
Someone said that they
Wow.
wanted merch with that on.
Truly, it is an incredible...
Guys, I'm going to copyright that and you're going to have to pay for it.
But I back that. That's another thing that I feel like this year, like we were speaking about this earlier, actually, like just making mistakes. Sometimes shit happens.
Yeah.
And if you don't make the mistake, you don't learn from it. And I
Yeah.
feel like that is a bit of a cliche, but I do think that's true.
But
like,
they
And
have
what's
been
what's the
moments.
the motto? I feel like we have another motto.
what is it?
Everyone
Makes mistakes.
Everybody
Everyone
has those days.
No.
That Verity hates that because she doesn't get the reference.
No, I do now, obviously, but no. Everything.
Happens for a reason.
No.
Oh. Oh my God, we have so many phrases.
More.
We don't say that one that much.
Oh, I do.
Everything is
Fixable.
or figure outable. I prefer.
Figure outable.
Figure outable.
I say that all the time now. I think I've really learned that from Verity Park because
Yeah.
the amount I used to like be like, oh my gosh, the world is going to end. And I feel like having worked now with like new members of the team and like having people come and like be almost like learning from us, it's like that is always the first thing I say if they come to me with a problem. I'm like, everything has a solution. Everything is figure outable.
Solutions, not problems, isn't it?
Exactly. And I think
Yeah,
that happens a
another
lot
saying.
even with the Sonias. Like the Sonias sometimes will come to us and be like, like
Yeah.
I've done something wrong, like blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Or like, I'm stressed about this, I'm stressed about that. And we're like, don't worry, we can find the solution. Like
Yeah.
that's literally what we're here for. And like those moments can be really stressful and could be seen as lows of the year. But
Yeah.
like that's just the nature of the job. And like we are problem solvers.
And
all day.
that you're so right. Like I think almost our job is solving problems,
Fighting fires.
and making and managing everyone. So everyone, like brands are happy, you know, podcast producers are happy, but talent is happy, and Sonia is getting what she needs, what she
Yeah.
wants. Like that, like we've had situations where Sonia's, or like we had a Sonia message just the other day, like this project isn't going as quick as I need, or like I'm worried because part of it doesn't feel like me anymore. And it's our job to be like, don't worry, nothing is happening unless you
Yeah.
feel happy with it.
Yeah.
Because that's the most important thing. Like
Yeah.
it is their career, but everything is figure outable.
It is.
And we're all human at the end of the day. 'Cause sometimes agencies fuck up. Sometimes they message us and say, oh, this has happened, like, sorry. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's really annoying. And then I'm like, take a step back and I'm like, actually, like,
Yeah.
that's a person.
Yeah, they just made a mistake.
They've made a mistake. Like we've all been there. And I
Yeah.
just think it's so important. Like as long as everyone is happy and healthy and like doing the best for their well-being. And
Yeah.
that's the key thing.
It's actually crazy when we think back of like all these highs and lows through the whole year, but like all of it has made this year what it is, and I think has all of it has come together to make us and TBH what it is right now and what it's going to be in the future.
hell.
I'm bloody knackered.
I'm exhausted. I need these 2 weeks off.
Do you know what I think? Like it's funny because obviously we're growing next year, and like that'll be great. But like some people say that like when your company is like 15 to 20 employees, like I know obviously we're smaller than that, but like that's like the happiest they were.
Really?
Like some founders say that when it's scaled past that, when it scales past the point of like, which I don't know if TBH ever will, but like where you can't remember the names of everyone,
Yeah.
then it's like you're less happy overall. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I can imagine that as to be especially true from a founder's perspective.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine TBH at a point where you don't know who everyone is.
No.
And like I feel like
I would be distressed.
yeah, I feel like you would want to like literally know everyone and be like, that's Bill and
Yeah.
that's Bob and why
Bill and Bob.
Bill and Bob, the flower pot men. But
No, it's Bill and Ben.
It's the way it didn't rhyme.
It's
my
Bill and
God.
Ben. Bill and Bob.
Bill and Bob.
Man.
Bill and Ben. And
Bill
Weed.
and Ben, the flower pot men.
Weed was the sunflower. I kind of am excited for in however many years' time when like we have like a boardroom in a big office, and it's like
yeah.
the three of us like sat around the boardroom table
yeah.
discussing big things. I'm thinking back to when it was just the three of us, like tapping away.
Thinking back to this moment, guys, when we were dreaming about it.
Yeah, and what I kind of love is that like we actually will be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like we vlogged it now, we're starting to vlog now, and like we're getting this. Like this is, and that's why I want to do it. Like that's why I want that content. It's-
Verity will be so old by then.
I know.
You'll be
Well,
getting your pension.
It
soon,
depends.
won't
It
you?
depends how long. It depends how long we it takes us, guys. Okay, we have been yapping too long and the sun is starting to set, so we need to move things along. But as we kind of wrap up the year, I feel like this piece of research will be really good for us to talk about because it feels relevant and it feels like a really interesting one for us to kind of debate, if you like.
Oh.
So new research finds that intentional social media usage is actually good for our mental health. So a 6-week study, 393 Canadian young adults with some mental health symptoms and concerns about social media impact on their lives were split into 3 groups. A control group that continued their usual routines, an abstinence group asked to take a break from social media entirely, and an educational program group that was coached in intentional usage. The results are very interesting. Those who took a break felt fewer depression and anxiety symptoms, while those in the educational program felt less lonely and experienced less FOMO.
Yeah, I think to me, honestly, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I think social media is part of our lives. We can't deny it. And not using it at all can result in feeling left out from your peers or people around you. I think it's such a huge part of society. So going to the extreme level of cutting it out completely is quite a dramatic step, in my opinion. So I can understand why maybe that wasn't the best approach. And I also believe you can learn so much from social media. There's so much good to come from it as well. But using it in an intentional way allows you to kind of take the good and leave the bad.
Yeah, for sure. I think as well there's so much to be said in like how important it is to use it to learn about different types of people and stuff like that. And I think I'd love to like know what their definition of intentional usage is.
Yeah.
And like dive deeper into that because I know for me I go through such phases where like I can doom scroll and really just like sort of almost consume it for no reason and just like and really unintentionally just be using it. And that's when I find myself, I'm just like, oh, like I don't want to be using it in that way. So I'd love to kind of understand how they use it intentionally and like what they put in place to be able to do that.
Yeah, because my way of thinking of it is like, oh, they restrict time, but like that's not intentional use.
Yeah.
I think like I can see where that might be relevant. So like loads of our Sonias have created communities which definitely are doing like really good things and are like engaging lots of people with similar interests together. So Michelle has Black to Netball, like Ellie has Unmasked, Millie has Sober Girl Society, Ree has the Ree Club. Like I think loads of our Sonias are doing amazing things in connecting people who have similar interests, which ultimately will bring joy and happiness and fulfillment. But then how do you, because the only way you'd find those communities is by scrolling.
Yeah.
No? Or would you search
It's so
them?
true. Like, is it about searching for the things that you're actually looking for? So if you were having a certain problem with your mental health, if you were looking for a specific community to help with that, is it about being super intentional with who you follow and maybe less about being on your For You page? Because I feel like sometimes, like, even if you watch something negative, then the algorithm learns that
I agree.
that's what you're looking for. And then even if you're not even meaning to watch it, and then it can sort of consume
Yeah.
your thoughts.
I think for me, being intentional with social media is about who I follow because like, and really filtering what content I consume, because I could scroll for 10 minutes on content that's about, I don't know, something that isn't positive to me and feel rubbish, or I could scroll for 10 minutes on something that's really empowering and really exciting and feel amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's all about what you consume, and we do have the power over what we consume.
Yeah.
We can choose to unfollow, we can choose to mute. Like, the platforms have all these tools for a reason, and I think as consumers we should use them.
So yeah, I think now is probably a better time than any to sit back and reflect on your usage and how it's, I guess, whether you can take a proper break over the Christmas period. Obviously some people can't. which is fine, but is there ways that you can minimize your like social media usage? And I actually saw Sally or Susan the other day talk a little bit about how she actually was like, if you want to unfollow me, then I respect that. Like, I am so happy for you that you are able to set your boundaries, and like, I don't want to be sharing content and putting it in front of you if it's not making you feel good. Yeah. And maybe it's time for us all to look at our phones, make sure that we're following people who make us feel good.
Yeah. And taking some time in like this period is often when people have a little bit of space and time to relax. Maybe it is a case of doing some intentional work on your socials, scrolling through who you follow and removing those people that don't feel relevant to you and don't make you feel empowered and make you feel happy, and finding new people who do.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be doing that, guys.
Yeah. And even finding communities, like there might be things that you want to take up in 2025.
Yeah.
There might be communities that you can find that will help you do that and will like give you accountability and make you feel really good, and also make connections which aren't just online.
Yeah.
I also think a really good way of like finding new interesting people to follow is actually asking like the people around you. So me and my friends always talk about like who we're following and like whose content we love, and that's something that I just think is like a really simple way without having to sit on your phone and scroll for hours and find context. I do find like it is so random. If I wanted to follow like a hockey player or something, if I wanted to get into hockey, like how would I find that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What if my mate does hockey and she's like, oh, I follow this amazing hockey group? I'll be like, sick.
I feel like what would be so lovely is if anyone listening would be happy to share some of their favorite creators who really empower them and excite them. Please share them in the comments, because we'd love to intentionally find new people to follow.
Agree, that'd be so good. Okay, guys, big questions. What have we learnt this season?
Oh, I don't have a clue.
That I can never remember anything to do at this bit. Well, that's all I know.
I think we've learned that being talent managers can be a roller coaster, but it is the best job ever and we absolutely love it.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say your phrase. What the fuck is it? What
be
is it?
confident in not knowing things.
Be confident in not knowing things. Like, it is a classic for a reason.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, it's our classic.
Our classic.
TBH is classic for a reason.
We love our Sonias
So much.
and we're so excited for everything they've got to come in 2025, and we're so proud of everything they've done in 2024.
Yeah, and I'm so proud of you guys and everyone at TBH for being amazing, and thankful to you for everything that you do, and I can't wait for another amazing 2025. Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, and thanks to producer Sophia for making the first season of Lifting the Load possible. We love you.
We love you.
And also comment if you want a season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the final episode of season 2.
No, season one.
Oh,
Time jump. We just went to 2025
my
for a sec.
God. This was the final episode of season 1 of Lifting the Lid. We have loved it. We hope you have too. If you have, please share and like and subscribe, and let us know if you want season 2.
And while we do have this gap after season 1 and hopefully before season 2, you can follow us on socials, because we'll have loads of content going on there. You can search at TBH Talent and at Lifting the Lid Pod.
And you can watch the whole series of Lifting the Lid on our YouTube channel, and also our vlogs too. Just search TBH Talent.
And we're done.
And we're done. Merry
Christmas!
and Happy New Year.
Yes. Have a great 2025.
Bye.